Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my video. Drum roll. Pop, pop, pop. Now in this video, we're going to talk about why two people grow apart in relationship. Now, search me up, STA Wi-Fi YA, Do Figure Entertainment. Check me up on Likely, STA YA, 5YA. Check me up on TikTok, Do Figure Entertainment. And search me up in all engine and follow me and join me and pass my video around. Understand? And check out my music, like always. All right, people. Now, have you ever noticed when two people together, they are repeating the past thing with the present? Now, let's talk. You ever notice that when you meet someone, if you the man, you meet a woman and you're trying to move on to something new, but you're repeating the kissing, you're repeating the touching, you're repeating the driving, the movie, the dinner, and the hanging out, the vacation, and the talking on the phone and the texting. You ever notice that you repeat that? And ladies, do you notice that you repeat the same thing also? But you might make an upgrade, and the person might have a better car, have a home for himself, not only just a home for himself, he buy one, not renting. You might make that an upgradement, a better job, or in a better position than the last one. That's the upgrade of the difference you make. Now, but while you're in the relationship, have you ever noticed sometimes you just don't feel it no more? But when you was with the last person, something occur that you don't feel it no more, then you separate. You remember that? So here are some things now why we grow apart now. Now, if we don't have a stable mind and have strong communication with each other, we are going to grow apart. That is something that I experienced for myself. And misunderstanding is some of the reason why we grow apart or we just break up and just don't like no more. And some people cannot deal with problem. You have some women, the moment things start to go wrong, you'll see they do the Speedy Gonzales. The same thing for the men. Yeah, he may be with the woman and the woman suddenly have maybe a nervous breakdown or she probably gets sick or she went into an accident or, split. Meantime, I have some women now, you might in an accident and she will stick with you. And the same thing, you might have some men that will stick with the woman no matter what kind of disease or whatever she come down with. Maybe broke her feet, lose her hand, cripple up. Some man will stay with her, wash her up and take care of her. Understand? There are some people like that. Then you have some people now who do not decided like, what? You into breakdown, you cripple, you can't move, you can't walk no more, and you can't do what you used to do, you get burned up and acid, he gone. Understand? Those are some of the reasons why sometimes people suddenly just break apart. And this is happening worldwide. And of course, you're gonna have like fighting. That can be one of them, like fighting and sometimes make people grow apart. Of course, the biggest one, cheating, is the another important one, but it is something that you should look at. Cheating is one of them things where I notice to make a lot of people like separate. And people who do not ready to like settle down, you shouldn't go into a relationship. Understand? If you play in the field and you meet someone that interested in you and find you really, really interested, and this person up in life like have degrees and go to school and just want someone to match, you do not go there and violate, because you make it bad for the good person that gonna come along. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of these strong women, they're looking for like men that could stick with them and stay with them and married and do that whole earthly thing. Take vacation, chill together, and do all the things that two good people do together. But when you break that up and mess it up, man, you mess it up for like a person like me might see a judge or a nurse or a lawyer, a police officer, and somebody in a high ranking, come along and I think I could smooth my way into her arm and she remember all the wrong thing that the other one do. She gonna be looking at me like that. You understand? So these are some of the things that man when you find someone strong, and woman, when you find someone strong, you must need to analyze the man, and man, you must analyze the woman and let the woman know, yo, you ain't gonna take that wrong turn with it. Because one wrong turn and one mistake sometimes make people go apart. And sometimes family members sometimes make two people go apart. Because sometimes some women into their family more than they're into their relationship. You understand? So if the mother might disagree with the man and disagree with how he treat the woman, or the father might disagree with how he treat his daughter, you know, they start to poison the daughter, man, and the daughter start to see what their father's saying and see what the mother's saying, and he just was a broom and go apart. But all it was, that man was, that's how he is. And ladies, if the man not cheating on you and abusing you and doing all wrong things to you, your parents or anyone telling you wrong things of that man, yo, stay with that man. As long as he ain't hitting you and punching you and doing all sort of crazy things towards you, yo, listen to the negative around you and make your own decision. Because sometimes your decision is what counts. That's not what the people see, because you are the one who's going to deal with it. You understand? So these are some of the things that people break apart. And the next thing too, sometimes friends. Sometimes the male have friends that he do not separate his friend from his fiance or his wife or his girlfriend. You understand? And he all the time chilling with his friend, smoking with his friend, and the woman home, she want kissing, she want touching, she want a little humping, and she have to stay home and maybe touching herself while you're out partying, and when you come home, you can't give her the humpy hump. These are some of the things why people grow apart. I'm telling you, these things happen. And the next thing too, when they have a disagreement, like if they have money together, and the man might go in the account and spend out a certain amount of money that he's not supposed to spend, that can be one of the reasons why they break apart. And sometimes the woman will rip off the man and then run away and come back with an excuse. These are some of the reasons why they rip apart. Understand? And one of the most craziest thing that I see a lot of people go apart, they catch them cheating, which I said that already. You know, one of the worst thing where you live with the person, and when suddenly you pop up home, suddenly you see somebody in your apartment. Listen, man, do not do that. You take it somewhere else. Ladies, you do that a lot of times. You sneak men into your husband home or into your boyfriend home. Understand? And that is very dangerous. Some of y'all, you lose your life over it. And men, do not live with a woman and sneak another woman in where your woman is. Understand? If you decide you're going to chill and have a relationship together, don't do that. You'll take it to the motel if you're going home around, man. Understand? If you are the Mac Daddy, you know, where you bacheloring, you know, you're living the bachelor life, that's understanding if she pop up and you have another girl in the room. You understand? That understandable, but these are some of the things why people break apart. You understand? There's so much thing why people break apart, man. You got to study it and learn how to control it. But if you want to hold something together, yo, I tell everybody, man, yo, try to keep a meeting with each other every week. Yo, believe me. Or take a piece of paper and write out what the person done to you, or write a letter. And say, yo, left it on the table. And say, yo, I read it. And then don't say nothing. If the person comes in and you read it, then you talk it out. This is if you want to like build a relationship with the person. A lot of person I see in relationship, they ain't building nothing whatsoever. They just humping. They don't have no saving going. They don't have no plan for the future. They don't have no meaning, no plan for retirement. They're just working and just living the wild, crazy life. Understand? And they say they love each other. But if you love each other and want to stay together, you have to have something going on within that relationship. Either you start to invest into a property, you invest into a business, you're running some kind of website business, you're opening up some kind of daycare, you're doing something together. That means you see the meaning of the relationship. You understand? Because when you do not have the true meaning or real meaning of relationship, you're something gonna comes in between that relationship, and guess what's gonna happen to that? It's gonna be a part. And another thing I gotta mention why people break apart, man. Sometimes the man loses his job and the woman cannot take the pressure by himself. And sometimes the woman loses the job and the man cannot take the pressure by himself, and he get frustrated and he start fighting, argument, and then they're separated. The same thing for marriage. Everything I'm saying in this video, it's all come back down to the same thing when it comes to marriage. And people that in relationship and do not used to two people, don't used to like build together, you need to go read a book on how to stay together and how to keep a relationship together. You understand? And it's good to have like a little prayer going on when you're in a relationship, like sit down, pray, and ask God to bless the relationship. You understand? Because the family who pray together, they stay together. The Bible said so. You understand? So you got to look at this angle, man. Man and woman need to look at it. Young and both old. You got to look at the things that break us apart. You understand? But if we can forgive each other, we can grow together. That's our next thing you need to look into. But look at all the angle that make you break apart, and when you're in a relationship, don't make it happen. Keep the relationship together. And you cannot try to keep a relationship. You cannot go into a relationship with a person who do not have an understanding of a relationship, who cannot adjust to keep y'all together. They're just there because you have a car, maybe you have the money, or they're just there for the glamour. You got to look into it, and you got to check who you decide to settle with, man. Because sometimes you settle in with the wrong person and thinking it's the right person. You have to know how to choose your partner, man. I think before you're going to settle down and stay together, you date the field first. Date maybe 10, 20, 30 person, then choose from one. You understand? Go on some of these dating sites and get busy with it. Understand, people? Now listen on right now. I want you to check out my music, man. Understand? STAYFY Edific Entertainment. Because remember, we're in a 2 different time period. What people do? They sing and they talk. Big up everybody down in Westmoreland, from Sherlock, from New York, from Jamaica, Queens, and Farmers, and everybody on Jamaica Avenue, the whole entire America, Europe, Japan. Yo, listen to me, check out my music, man. Million, zillion years from now, man. Yo, check why we break apart. Because sometimes we can steal it. All right? Boongo banga, go win, God, boss, wah. Drum roll, pa, pa, pa. Chop it out.